next concept that I wanted to introduce was spot rates. See, this is a valuation technique for valuing bonds. You use something called as a spot rate. Do the discounting using spot rate and check whether the bond is overvalued or undervalued. Okay, so what are spot rates? Spot rates will be given in the problem. Okay, you just need to apply it. Spot rate is nothing but it's the YTM on zero coupon bonds. Okay, usually treasury bonds which has no credit risk. It's the yield on a zero coupon bond. So for example, if you have a zero coupon bond which matures in 6 months, basically there is no coupon. You get the principal value at the end of 6 months. So if that is trading in the market, you can derive that YTM and that gives you the cleanest figure of you can say it's a risk-free rate. It's a sovereign bond. So 6 months coupon, you take zero coupon bond which matures in 12 months and you take its YTM. You take a bond, zero coupon bond which matures in 18 months. You take its YTM. So you have 6, 12, 18. You have a discounting factor for a cash flow which comes to you in 6 months or a cash flow which comes to you in 12 months or 18 months. In reality, the people who provide us spot rates like the benchmark company, Financial Benchmarks India Private Limited, they are the ones who supply the spot rate and they use mathematical techniques because you don't have zero coupon bonds maturing across the maturity time periods. So for example, you may not have a zero coupon bond maturing in 18 months, but you may have a zero coupon bond maturing in 24 months. So what do? You do something called bootstrapping. It's a mathematical technique of filling the gaps in the term structure. So what you should know is spot rate is derived from a zero coupon bond which is a treasury bond. It's the closest to getting us a risk-free rate because there's no credit risk and there are no cash flows in between. So what do you do with this spot rate? You have zero coupon bond YTMs on different maturity. So you take those rates and you have now your bond, which is a corporate bond, which is a risky bond, which has coupons on so many dates, 6 months, 12 months, 18 months. So what you say is each of those coupon, I will discount at a spot rate corresponding to that zero coupon YTM. So I have a bond which gives me regular interest, a corporate bond, let's say in 6 months. Now that 6th month cash flow, I will discount using the 6 month YTM of the zero coupon. Okay, so each of my coupons, I will equate it to the corresponding zero coupon YTM and I'll discount it back. So the spot rates will be different. At each position, it could be different. 6 month spot rate will be different from a 12 months spot rate. This is called discounting using a spot rate curve. As long as you identify this, that it's asking for spot rate, because once you understand the spot rate, then we can explain what is a forward rate. So what we have here is we have a face value of 100. We have a maturity of 3 years. Coupon of 5%, the periodicity is annual. This 1 year, 2 year, 3 year maturity, and you have corresponding spot rates 2%, 3%, 4%. Distinguish this with YTM. YTM was a single IRR rate which discounts across all cash flows. It's a disadvantage. Find out what are the assumptions of YTM. You will have a better appreciation. It assumes that each of those cash flows are reinvested at a YTM rate, but interest keeps changing. The market interest rate keeps changing every day. So how can you assume that a coupon that I receive in 6 months will be further invested at today's YTM? Okay, it's a flaw. But if you hold the bond to maturity, you will realize the YTM. That's a different thing, provided the issuer pays you the full amount. You should be able to distinguish. Okay, I have been given spot rates. That means these are different rates across the term structure. The same thing, you put your cash flows 5, and then the last year thing, last year face value redemption, and then look at this coupon divided by 1 plus the spot rate for year 1, spot rate for year 2, spot rate for year 3. See, remember this rate is an annual rate. Okay, it doesn't mean for 3 years the rate is 4%. It means that third year cash flow must be discounted at 4% per year every year to current. Okay, which is why we're using this as it's an annual rate. Okay, just remember that. Okay, so once you discount this, you will get a value. You can also derive, now that you've got this value, you can find out what is the YTM. Okay, that's a different thing. It could be between these figures. It could be an average of these figures. In all these calculations, you are assuming that 1 year from now, the coupon is getting paid. 2 years from now, the coupon is getting paid. But what if you are in between coupon dates? So what happens is the seller of a bond will lose out on accrued interest between the previous coupon date and the current date and the day or the settlement date, we call it. the buyer will be on the record when the next coupon is paid. He'll get the full coupon, full interest for that period. So what happens to the seller? He doesn't get, right? So when the seller invoices the buyer, he will tell, okay, this is the regular price, flat price, this is what it's been traded in the system, but I also need interest, accrued interest for the portion period from starting from the previous coupon date to the settlement date or the trade date. So when you add that accrued interest to the price, which is called the clean price, you get what is called as a dirty price. Different terminologies are there. They say flat price or clean price, or full price or dirty price.